Welcome to another episode of Markets Dawn Europe, an audio podcast on financial markets for European-based professionals. A minimalistic solution to the information overload in mainstream and social media. This is what you need to know today.
Morning. Wall Street ended flat last night ahead of Nvidia's earnings report, and European markets closed a touch lower on rising geopolitical tensions. Some of the so-called Trump trades resumed their appreciation, with the dollar advancing and Bitcoin rapidly approaching $100,000. Bond markets were little changed on both sides of the Atlantic. Giant chip maker Nvidia beat quarterly revenue and profit estimates, as these doubled from a year ago on strong AI demand, but delivered the slowest sales growth outlook in almost 2 years. Shares ended almost unchanged during the session, initially falling 5% in after-hours trading following the release, but recovered partially. Nasdaq futures are marginally weaker in overnight trading. The ECB warned about a bubble in AI-related stocks, which could burst abruptly if the ambitious expectations are not met. Yesterday's notable mover among US single names was discount retailer Target, which posted its biggest earnings and revenue miss in 2 years, cut its full-year guidance, and shares fell 22%, the steepest daily drop in more than 2 years, to a total market value of $56 billion, its lowest level in 1 year. In economics, British inflation rose for the first time in 3 months in October, with headline CPI gaining 2.3%, well above September's 1.7%, mostly on higher housing and energy prices. The update marginally exceeded the Bank of England's estimate and its 2% target, confirming why the central bank is cautious regarding interest rate decisions. Core CPI also shifted upwards to 3.3%. RPI, or Retail Price Index, jumped from 2.7% to 3.4%, and the services component of the CPI reading rose to 5%. Traders reduced their bets on lower interest rates, and futures are now implying an 83% chance for no rate change at the Bank of England's meeting in 4 weeks. Asian equities are mostly weaker today following Nvidia's report last night, and TSMC is just 1.5% lower. In India, the stocks of the Adani group of companies are falling between 10 and 20% today, following a bribery charge against the group chairman in the US. Adani Green Energy pulled a planned bond placement as the group's bond prices dropped. The Nifty 50 index is down around 1% today. In monetary policy decisions, Bank Indonesia left rates steady at 6% as expected, as the central bank focuses on currency stability following Trump's victory. The rupiah is 3% weaker this year. In new corporate bond issues in euros, Deutsche Telekom placed 10-year, BBB+ rated notes at 3.30%, and Ireland Smurfit Kappa sold 8 and 12-year BBB bonds. The central banks of Turkey and South Africa hold policy meetings today. Economic data to be released include Eurozone consumer confidence, Norway GDP, Canada PPI, and US existing home sales and weekly jobless claims. Large caps reporting today include Baidu, Intuit, Deere, and Ross Stores. Thanks for your time, see you tomorrow.
Visit laconicbriefs.com to subscribe to our newsletter, including this audio podcast with an extended script if you prefer to read, plus performance tables and charts, all in one place. Delivered straight to your inbox every morning, Monday to Friday.